Before we head into the video, I'd love to give a shout out to the sponsor of the channel, RL Exchange. Now, RL Exchange is a great way to buy Rocket League items and credits on any platform at the cheapest prices so that you can build your dream setup. Make sure to go and check out their website using the top link in the description and use code TXC to get yourself 3% off your order. In this series, I have 30 days to trade from nothing up to the titanium white Dominus, and this is day 13. The inventory is looking very solid right now. I believe we have over 30,000 credits in items and credits, which is crazy for just day 13, but we still have a very long way to go, as the white Dominus is worth 50,000 credits. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you are enjoying the series, and let's get into the first trade of day 13. Okay, so right now the inventory is worth around 31,000 credits, but I haven't actually made that much progress recently because I've been stuck with an inventory full of items. So hopefully in this episode I can sort of clear everything out and make a brand new fresh start. But I do sell on a Cobalt Octane in the first trade for 400 credits, and I believe I initially paid 300, so that is 100 credits profit on that item. And I'm not gonna lie, I love trading with Octanes right now because for the most part loads of other items are really hard to sell. For example, White Fennec, hard to sell and dropping at the moment. White Zombers as well, I'd love to trade with that usually, but right now again it's pretty hard to sell. But Octanes are actually really easy to sell, and I'm not gonna lie, right now items are very hard to sell. There has recently been a new Transformers bundle in the item shop as well, and that costs credits, so loads of people want credits, meaning not too many people are buying items, so credit demand right now is very high, and items just are not selling. But that does mean I can pick up items more often for below their minimum value. Since items are hard to sell, people are just selling them below their minimum value more often, so I should be able to buy loads of items really quickly. But the problem is when I'm trying to sell them. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this Sky Blue Fennec took about an hour on its own to sell, but I do manage to get 500 credits. That is 100 credits profit, but it took an hour to get, so I don't know, it's not too great. Hopefully we will be able to sell items a little bit easier going forward, and maybe Rocket League just needs to stop releasing stuff into the item shop for a little bit. But I am still selling items, it's just a lot slower, meaning I'm spending more hours trading at the moment, which obviously isn't ideal, but I've got to do what I've got to do. I'm going to be completing this series in under 30 days, and the way we're headed, we're going to complete it by like episode 20 at the moment, which is insane. And yeah, I'm not going to lie, the inventory is looking so good, especially for day 13, so I'm not really complaining. But right now the market is a little bit dead. I do manage to sell on my Burnt Sienna Fennec as well. Surprisingly, this actually took not too long to sell, which was a little bit weird because even though it is a Fennec, it's Burnt Sienna, and as I've mentioned, items are naturally hard to sell at the moment. But I mean, it's out of the inventory. Inventory's looking very solid as well. We don't have many items to work with, and I also managed to get rid of my Saffron 20XX, which I thought would be one of my hardest to sell items in the inventory. 20XX on its own isn't too hard to sell, but painted 20XXs are annoying to sell. I'm not gonna lie, even titanium white is very difficult sometimes. But I also managed to get rid of my black Dueling Dragons here for a little bit of an item overpay. I'm adding credits, but the Sky Blue Dueling Dragons at the time was actually worth the same amount as the black Dueling Dragons. The white standard was worth 1.1k at the time as well, and I believe I only added like 800 credits, so that's another 300 credits profit from that trade. But the Sky Blue Dueling Dragons, again, is a very hard to sell item. I did manage to get rid of the white standard pretty quickly though for 1.1k, but I'm not gonna lie, items are a little bit over the place at the moment. These trades are all pre-recorded by quite a few days, but at the moment items are going down. For example, White Fennec's dropped off by a couple hundred credits, which isn't ideal. White Standard's dropping as well, Black Standard's dropping. All of the high demand items which I usually buy are going down in value, so that's not too great for me, but it might also mean that people are quick selling them more often, because if they're going down in price, they're going to be harder to sell in general. But that also means that they're going to be harder to sell for me. And as you've just seen, I managed to sell my Carbonator on for above the minimum value. I don't know how I've done that, but I'm not complaining. It's more credits, and it's also another hard to sell item out of the inventory. Also getting rid of the White Fennec for a nice little item overpay here as well. I believe the White Fennec was 1.6k minimum value at this time. I'm getting 1.2 Dueling Dragons and 2 non-crate exotics, which I believe adds up to 1.8k. 1.8k, around there, maybe 1.9. My maths is absolutely terrible, but I actually managed to go on to sell both of those non-crate exotics pretty quickly, which again, pretty surprised by, because I have sort of heard that they're a little bit hard to sell at the moment, but still getting 100 credits each. Cannot complain with that whatsoever. And oh my days, it's happening. We're getting rid of the black OEMs finally. They've been around for a couple days, maybe up to a week, I'm not sure, but they've been there for a very long time. And yes, I am quick selling them for 950 credits each, but I bought one of them for, I believe, 600 credits. It might have been 500, I don't know. As I've said, they've been around for ages, so I can't remember what I paid for them, but I'm getting roughly 300 credits each on average, I guess, which is a very good amount of profit. But I did take a very, very long time to sell, and I'm also getting rid of my Dueling Dragons here for 500 credits. That is going to be the minimum value for this item. Again, I love trading with Dueling Dragons. Also, Interstellar Mainframe, Dissolver as well. Just those high demand, unpainted black markets, because loads of people are looking for them, and I can actually underpay pretty easily for them, so it's really easy profit for me. Also picking up another Painted Octane, 100 credits below the minimum value. I am also going to try and sell more of these for their middle value, but for now, as I've said, market is quite dead, so I might be forced just to get the minimum value for that item. But I'm really happy with the way the inventory is looking. I can now go back to buying items into the inventory. I'm not too worried about clearing out from here, because all of the items I've got right now I've bought in this episode. They're all pretty new, so I'm not desperate to get anything sold. So yeah, we're chilling, buying loads of Octanes into the inventory. Again, underpaying 100 for that sky blue one. Also picking up a Crimson Standard. That is another high demand item, so I should be able to sell that on pretty quickly. And I believe at the time I was underpaying by 100 credits as well, so I need to flip that for the minimum value, which, as I mentioned, should be pretty easy because it is a high demand item. And I'm also picking up another White Fennec. This was before it dropped. I believe it was actually 1.7k at this time, and I managed to pay 1.6 for a White Fennec and 2 non-crate exotics. And as you saw earlier, I was able to sell both my non-crate exotics on for 100 credits each. So technically this offer is around 1.9k. I'm paying 1.6. That should be another 300 credits profit when I do get all of those items sold on. Now, I don't actually know if this trade was a good idea, because I am picking up a White Shattered, but only by a 300 credit underpay. Now, that might sound pretty good to some of you, but I'm trying to underpay roughly 500 credits or more for this item, because it is quite hard to sell. And also, when I bought it, I saw that CZ4 on RL Garage, I'm not going to say his full name, there's a bunch of numbers, but if you know who he is, you know, you know. But yeah, he was offering for the White Shattered, he was paying minimum value, and as soon as I bought it, he stopped offering for it. So that wasn't great. I should be able to find the minimum value still, but it might take a while, and I don't know if it's going to be worth it for 300 credits profit. I also managed to pick up a White Zomba for a couple hundred credits below the minimum value. I love trading with White Zombas again because they're pretty easy to sell on, and I can actually underpay by like 200 credits on average, which is really, really good. Also picking up another White Standard. Again, as I mentioned, it was 1.1k at the time, so technically I was underpaying by 200 credits. All I have to do again is sell it on for the minimum value to make 200 credits profit. And I'm also getting rid of my Saffron Octane. Unfortunately, I could not find the middle value, but I'm still making 100 credits profit, which is pretty good, and it takes minimal effort for me to sell an item like this on. Loads of people want it, so easy to sell, 100 credits profit. Won't complain about that whatsoever. And I'm not gonna lie, at this point I was just looking to get my inventory stacked with items. I'm not desperate to sell anything on, and also at this time all of my items were stable, but a couple days later they did start dropping. But just remember, at the time everything was stable. When I bought this White Dueling Dragons as well, it was 2.5k minimum value. I believe I'm paying 2.1k, so another 400 credit underpay. Again, I love trading with White Dueling Dragons. I don't find it too difficult to sell on, and it looks really, really cool as well, so I can always use that to my advantage to maybe get an offer a little bit quicker. I also managed to get rid of my Sky Blue Octane in this trade for 600 credits, another 100 credits profit. Octanes have definitely carried this episode. I've been buying and selling a ton of them, but anyway, that is going to wrap it up for day 13. I really hope you have enjoyed. If you have, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications as well. We'll go for 100 likes on this video. Make sure to join the Discord server, as I've mentioned in every episode so far. I'm giving away a White Octane at 26k, so make sure to join the Discord. That's where I do all of my giveaways. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. Comment White Dominus if you made it this far, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.